so bad. And I was gonna fucking piss myself. And he's just pushing his head on me and leaning into me. Like, more than full force. He's putting muscle into that shit. Me? What do you got out of treats and love? Dogs even understand. Booga 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 booga. Booga 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 booga.
Yeah, extra hair cord in there. There's an extra washer in there.
I just want your 2 hands on the puppy and 1 man on me. What? Can I get it like that? That was an accident. Try not to sing essentially about the dog because the song comes into my head at the same fucking time. Dumbass.
This is when they just start talking absolute nonsense in the background. Hope it's not a course of action.
Hey, what?
Your decisions, your actions. That guy that stood up was like, yo, stop. He's like, it's fucked, man.
I didn't know. Under your head, 20 people. Show on camera. I'm like, oh. I'm a rabbit. Yay! No, wait, that I better the cat. I'm a fox.
I know what I'm doing. It's 72 hours of beating the shit out of them. You don't think that someone who can't take it? You don't think that even the ones that train didn't train in the exact bullshit you're gonna give them?
Twin sheets.
I'm sure you've got doctors and medical personnel that advise you on this, right? I mean, $1,000 a person, I would assume there's lots of people that help you out with that. Here you go, Amber. This is what I want to do.
Nice.
Show me what guy with here.
Jeez. I think they're gonna hurt the dog's teeth.
There was no point in this. There was no point in this. But show me your guy.
Not right now.
I can't.
It's a bald piece of shit never deployed for me.
Well, some of it's for the cabinet.
Stick your face in the bag. Go ahead. Stick your face in the bag. Oh, he's like Trick. I'm a Trick. You call him a Trick. I like this type of video. I don't know how many people do this kind of stuff anymore.
This is the perfect video to show you how much of a piece of shit this guy is, and how I don't understand how anybody would want to deal with this. This is a good thing. This group is being a little rough, right? They're not following all the rules. I mean, that guy didn't put the chains on the other guy.
I don't think so. I don't think there's a lot.
Thing, right? We're supposed to learn to fight for each other and unite. So when some dipshit decides to take your stuff and just throw it in the water, you gonna let him? No! No! I'm standing for myself, grab my bag, grab all my buddy's bags. Tell him, no, man, you can't take our shit and get it wet. No, fuck no. And then what? He starts like, oh, fuck you. You're a fucking bitch. You're a bitch. What are you? They can't hit you. So, get in the club!
This traumatizing video always plays for me. Find your happy face. No. What? People like Caleb Hammer don't get him with me. Yay. You need a better owner, one that loves kissing your nostrils. You're not gonna wag your tail? I guess I should start getting ready to cook supper. Check. Whatever fucking anime it is, it must be good. Anime in English. Oh wait, that's actually what it's called. It's from when I was a tiny little kid, so I hardly remember. Hardly. Just... I got pissed off myself today because I didn't eat and now I'm grumpy as fuck. It's a double pissed off. Pissed off that I'm like weird looking too. And then I didn't fucking eat enough. So I'm double pissed off.
Did you text me?
Mama, you should text Kobe. See if we can hang out maybe tomorrow.
Little Blakey's sick. I don't know if I want to go over there.
Mm.
Yeah. Shauna just posted my sickie and her 2 dogs. In Kobe's bed with 2 dogs and
Oh. I thought it was bad timing. Like psychically.
well, it's just in time for the new viruses.
As I just got better.
You still have French fries?
Emma Chamberlain hates these cheesies. I did too when I was 12. They're good. I couldn't stand the taste of them. They always taste like goat milk. Like cousin, like cousin. It's like, but I'm 27. It's like, but you never had a healthy relationship to guide you through all the horrible times. And you didn't have a baby. So I have like 7. It'd be pretty fucking amazing if I seen a double chin on you. That's why it was so bad. I'm not gonna scream, I'm not gonna scream, I'm not gonna scream. When everyone sent in fake love letters from me to the RCMP. They're all fucking married, pretty much. And of course, you would miss the ones that aren't actually married because you think you can turn them into a prostitute. I still left the playlist, so it's like I'm doing my cousin. It's like Latin. Sorry. sarcasm. I was a party girl, sort of. It's good to take a break. I still don't feel like up for a party. My heart's pretty broken. I broke up a doggy pile, and a girl died in my arms in the hospital. I knew what to do to break everybody except for the bottom pile. I don't want to tell you. It's army training anyway.
When was it that I finally figured out what that dream really was? That it was the mental landscape that asserted heroic spirit. But many who
Dumbest thing was that it was an army party, and they all should have known that somebody's gonna break the pile so that the bottom person lives. Everybody else gets their spine broken.
prevent the destruction of the human being. No, it's more accurate to say that they prevent the human race from destroying itself. Even though he was summoned to save humanity, before he could save them, he was forced to clean up the messes that humans had made. It did not take many summonings for him to lose hope, and he began to despise the human world. In the end, he continued to be betrayed by his ideal, even after death.
What horrible fucking quality. What is that? What's that?
Standing there
So like
watching
in a
this
digital world?
really is pretty creepy, you know.
Might be.
Relax. I was doing what is so worth is that I heard you. Several times you muttered some wicked words like, I got everything. So,
That's a relief. Hey, Archer. Have you ever regret for all the things that you've done? I want to avoid any regrets.
It's always nice for Dawn to buy you that.
I bet that's going to be hard to do, though. Even more than I ever imagined it would be.
there are those who can do it and those who can't. I see people like you who make mistakes in the first place. Mistakes aren't even a consideration. Brave. There are special people in the world who shine light on ordinary people. They never feel regret. They don't agonize over what they've done. Most definitely,
Nothing channeled my
you have the ability
mind. Nothing.
regrets.
I was just a snuggle bug. Because it broke my heart so bad, I'll never be okay, I don't think.
Will you be able to read me right to the very end?
I'm sorry, but I have no answer for that. The question is meaningless.
Why is it meaningless?
Have you forgotten, Master? My own life's end came in night. Long ago.
chanting on the streets of Minneapolis as law enforcement officers stand between yellow police tape blocking the area where a 37-year-old Minneapolis resident was fatally shot by federal agents on Saturday. The Department of Homeland Security says the man was armed, claiming agents acted in self-defense.
Are you kidding
During
me?
this operation, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The agents attempted to disarm the individual, but he violently resisted.
Grapefruit. Pick 4 flavors. Oh, grapefruit. Where the grapefruit is store. Yeah.
Really good Emery board. And I know it's dew claws are fucking sharp.
Here's the thing.
Humans spend 6 years of their lives waiting.
No, I'm not doing the math.
James is waiting to see results. Jenna is waiting to give in. End the waiting game. Felix connects you with a doctor online so you can get a weight loss treatment plan that's right for you, delivered straight to your door. Felix will see you.
And not resisted arrest and committed a felony, we wouldn't be having this discussion. Is it fucking awful? Absolutely. I don't think that this dude was a violently retarded dude. He's a fucking nurse that works in the ICU, helping veterans at the VA. I would like to think that a dude like that says a little something. We can give that dude at least a little bit of credibility with the situation. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the law is the law, and the law is defined more by what is a reasonable expectation for what the officers were thinking. So I think that this dude has a very, very good point there. I think that there's a real case to be made, even if the dude was
It's like
unarmed,
cut to the chase kind of
there
guy.
was a perception and a perspective that was reasonable to assume by these other officers.
Because, like, they didn't want to get jobs and they bullied us for having jobs and they're murdering us for having jobs. But then they don't want to starve to death.
A crossbow is considered a firearm because it is deadly force and it has a trigger. So if anybody is a felon and you're considering getting a crossbow, please be sure to check with your local state laws. I don't believe it's federally illegal, but state-wise, it could be illegal. It's the same thing with black powder guns. People are always telling me, get a musket, get a muzzle-loaded black powder gun. You can't, in the state of Oregon, absolutely illegal. In Florida, you can own a crossbow as a felony. You got to check your state laws. Oregon has terrible laws.
Nothing ever goes back in the
postal
box the
carrier
way it
here in
came out.
Maine was yelling at ICE, trying to tell them they can't touch him because messing with a postal worker is a felony. Yeah, I think he's gonna run into some trouble with that one, buddy. I love the laughing emoji after that. That's not really how that works, bro. Anderson Sharp said,
Fucking
checking out that
Joss
gun.
Vance.
It looks like a P320, so it's possible
No, I
that
forgot.
first shot was a misfire, and that's exactly what he was talking about. And we've had misfires that were famously talked about very recently. The SIG 320 is a piece of shit with so many issues. Yep. Lone Star, dude, they jumped Waxius on his live stream. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna look that dude up. Thank you, Lone Star. Elephantasm. Much love, JD. Almost got my 100% from the VA, brother. Yes. Hell yeah, that's rad, bro. Appreciate hearing that, man. CJ, not a sneakerhead, said, play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Spitting on, throwing things, ramming cars, or showing a firearm at federal agents is a stupid game. Coming from a left-leaning American, by the way, be safe, Katie. See, I love this. I love this. I love that we have people here that are on the left-leaning side, the right-leaning side. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be a place where we can have conflicting views, treat each other respectfully, evaluate situations reasonably, with common sense as human beings, and either agree or agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? And bro, not a sneakerhead.
Monkey.
I call cap because I see that stack of Nike boxes, and I am a Nike collector myself. Just so you know, I have. It's a little bit shameful how many pairs of Nikes I have. It's a little shameful. The Crooked Menagerie. They let you drive a car and vote, but a handgun, no. And that, yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. Super Daddy, these protests are just a distraction to all the fraud and illegal stuff happening because of the Democrats. Of course, the Democrats are fighting with all of their resources because if found out, it is jail time. And I think that that's really on point.
JD Vance saved my life once from overdoing it at the gym.
With the fraud.
He like saved my fucking life. Like he moved my heart.
Until Renee Good.
Like he cut me open and did. It was so
less,
bad. I
publicity,
wonder I look like a
and I
pudgy
think
piece
that's
of fucking
messed up.
shit after
I think
pregnancy,
that's
huh?
messed up.
Anyway, he came over.
All I don't know every
Yeah, I was
conversation
puking
mind,
outside.
be careful when you
And he
talk.
came to rescue
So we
me
do
again.
have,
Did like some maneuver on my
pretty
back
crazy
and it actually stopped the
examples
puking within a
of
week.
SIGs potentially going off when they weren't supposed to. I don't know. I'm not the biggest gun guy because I can't.
Yeah!
So I'm not gonna engage in a debate about guns
Fuck.
because I'm not that educated. Y'all are probably more
I'm straight
educated
up.
about guns than I am because the guns that I would get was I would get guns off the streets for like an 8-ball or like $100 tops, and I never had a problem finding a gun when I was a criminal. Now I'm not a criminal anymore, and I'm not legally allowed to own a gun, so there's no real reason for me to research all this stuff and everything. Air guns are crazy powerful. I do have a shitload of burners, ready to go. I have the compact, I have the self-defense, I have the LE, I have two M4s.
That was your son or your brother?
Other smaller one.
I'm putting it all together just now.
Hey JD, what's your
Again.
opinion about ICE agents detained?
Sorry, it seems rude. I lose my breath too often.
Phone died.
Was he a citizen?
Oh, should he?
Are you talking about the
I think I have the charger.
two gang members and one of them was a pedophile and he got
I have one out here. I just need the magnet.
and then released? I think if you're living with two gang members and you end up getting detained and they're both illegals and they're criminals, if that's the situation you're talking about, you got detained and released, guys. Sometimes people get detained. Don't put yourself in shitty situations. R. Williams said, carry a concealed wood chipper. Bro, I would love that.
Okay,
Your
just
dog
kinda
is
wanna
the
die.
coolest ears ever, bro. Ever. Dark said,
You're so
Rex
cute.
streamed on
No, I
Kick.
don't
He
fucking
got
like
jumped
you.
for
I'd be
getting
like,
banned
looking
2 minutes
behind. I
later.
don't fucking
That's
like you. I'm like,
fucking
oh,
nuts.
sorry.
Was that today?
Like,
That's crazy.
always
Well,
watching out for him.
They all
And
got
yeah.
subpoenas with the fraud stuff. They did. They all have been subpoenaed. Everybody in that situation in Minnesota.
He died starting a war. Here's your bow and arrow that you ordered. It's a felony if you use it on somebody. And then
Starbucks Spine Espresso by you.
yeah, they took him because they're mad about it. What do you mean you can't shoot at people? Well, it's supposed to be that you spent your whole life in peace
Yep.
and somebody hurt you till you were at fucking peace. So you fucking piece them out. And you have to be, it has to be good. Has to be good. Hurt my fucking hand. Dude, brute.
Shouts out that the triggering event has been observed.
I worked out today.
That's enough for another officer to resort to the use of deadly defensive force. They're allowed to rely on the reasonable perception of the other officer's communications and conduct. Happens all the time. The officers have different perspectives and seeing different things.
My daughter didn't know what to say, so she said, "You want a baby with somebody else?" I was like, "No, we weren't going for babies." But I loved him, and it became very personal.
Fred, good to see you, brother. Big love
She
and
said, "I'm so
respect to you, man.
sorry."
Hell yeah. So here's the thing.
What a good kid.
What we're hearing here is a lawyer who specializes in self-defense break down what the laws around self-defense are. You can have your feelings about it, and that's totally cool. You can say that they didn't have a reasonable perspective or perception of the situation. That would be chopped up in court if this comes to a court case, which it very well likely may.
Actually,
This is
really
a
hurt
way
my hands. That
sketchier
was dumb.
situation.
Too
be honest with you.
overwhelmed.
This is a sketchier situation than the Renee Good situation. There's more at stake here. That, you know, this was a dude legally, I would assume illegally carrying. I mean, he's a nurse for the VA, and I would assume that if he's carrying a $2,000 pistol, that he probably had a concealed license. And yes, they do wear body
He got
cams.
shot with a bow and
So
arrow,
body
and I
cams
never
are
knew if he
really
was dead or
important in
not.
this
I was
situation.
told just to leave the
As the timeline
premises because it was getting really
progresses, we haven't
dangerous.
gotten the body cams,
And I
so that's 100%
operated
gonna come into
for
play. But this is all
9
about
hours after he
what's
was
lawful.
taken in
And
that
like he
spot, and then
said,
came home, Prince George.
things can be lawful and still be fucking awful.
One officer shouts gun, all the other officers are going to be prepared to, and some of them will shoot, as appears to be what happened here. When you get in a physical brawl with a bunch of armed law enforcement officers, and you have a gun on your person, you're running a serious risk of getting fatally shot in the course of that confrontation. The moment they see that gun, they reasonably perceive an imminent threat of deadly, unlawful force against them, and they'll justifiably respond with deadly forensic force. By the way, it's not uncommon for police officers to shoot other police officers, like two plainclothes police officers respond to a scene of violence, see each other with guns in hand, and one shoots the other, and it's a justified shooting.
I know how to unlock a vault.
He wasn't actually shooting.
I was working at the bank as a lawyer at the bank, and they just changed the name, and I was still fucking learning it. I came to work regularly. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I still don't remember what the fuck it's called, because then nobody's there, but the doors are open. So I grab a gun, and I go to the vault, and I unlock it.
So I like this dude. He seems great.
Dead people in there and
I
one
wanna take
person
just a
alive,
quick
and she
second
didn't
to
do
make
it.
Sure that I give this dude a follow, because that was wonderfully put. I really dig that. Here's the thing: is that from the video, from what I saw, and if anybody, this dude's on screen, so if anybody feels like going and giving this dude a follow, it looks like he does have a YouTube and an X. But from what I saw from this video, the dude was in the street and he was obstructing traffic. Pedestrians, citizens can't be in the street flagging people, some people through and telling other people they can't get through. They came up, they shoved him. Another woman was doing the same thing. They shoved her. It looked like the dude who got shot ran to the woman. And I don't know if he was trying to help her up. When I sprayed him and then grabbed him, he grabbed onto the woman and grabbed her around her neck, it looked like. That's what it looked like. I don't know if that's exactly what happened. But that could be one perspective on it. Then he didn't comply. Now, if I was out and I was committing a crime and the police got me like that, if the police got me and I have a gun on me, I'm gonna absolutely, let's go, cuff me up. By the way, I have a fucking firearm. Why bring a gun? Because he has a goddamn right to in America. I will stand up for that man's rights to have that firearm. He is absolutely allowed to have that firearm. He has a constitutional right to carry that bitch on him. But, you know, at the point where he's breaking laws with the gun, that changes the scenario. At the point where he's resisting arrest, that really changes the scenario. That makes things a lot worse. And that is when people get hurt. And why put yourself in that situation?
Forget why I
don't
said it at
understand.
all.
It's not reasonable. Jonathan H., so you were rocking high points back in the day? Bro, I had friends who had high points. I refused to buy high points. I refused. Jax said law classes have been interesting with all this. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I love the law. I always want to know the laws, especially when it comes to self-defense. Because I'm going to tell you this, you're never going to see me get locked up for drugs. You're never going to see me get locked up for fraud. You're never going to see me get locked up for theft ever again. The only way that I could see myself getting locked up is if I'm defending myself or somebody else. Because I'm not going to let a woman or a child or even a weak man, elderly, disabled, I'm just not going to let somebody get fucked up in front of me like that, bro. I'm not going to. So I could see myself getting locked up for defending myself or others. So I'm fascinated by this shit, bro. El Jefe seems justified, but on thin ground. And, you know, it would all come down to whether they felt that they reasonably perceived the threat of this man with this gun. Camo Heater, on the 10th, I want to do something special for myself for being clean for 6 months. Any ideas? And by the way, if you're ever near Louisville, your day
Employment standards is a real fucking enemy.
that. I'm so proud of you, bro. Look at you rounding 6 months. That is a huge
How come
accomplishment, bro. I don't know about you, but I need to treat
when
myself
you're
like
working dangerous
I
jobs
usually go out and I get
and
myself a
you
steak
could
and a
get
tattoo.
surgery from
That's
somebody
just
like
me.
that works
That's what
with
I do,
you,
'cause I don't
how
problem.
come you never get to see the fucking eye of daylight to tell the fucking story?
I'll do something nice for
Because you're
yourself.
committing
That's a
fraud.
decent steak. That's what I would
You're
do.
setting up a perfect fucking lake to put your bait in, and you're pulling any fucking fish. It doesn't matter to you. When that fish is pulling, that's every fucking fish to you.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Every fucking time. I swear to God, they all accused him of being a rapist once, and I totally got the charges taken off. Because then they all said that I killed Dr. Gita. No, I didn't. Basically, I was fucking married to him if it wasn't that kind of fucking family.
It's hard to say ICE is the problem when they work fine everywhere else.
I didn't kill Dr. Gita. There you are again. Because I never have time to go out and tell the fucking story. You get to fucking pull the fish from your lake.
4,500-pound car is a really valid point. It's a really valid point. Notice they're not having this shit happen.
He did fucking a heart maneuver and he had to cut me, and I had a big scar for fucking ever. I bet I still fucking do. It's just my blood pressure is so perfect that it's not, because it is kind of fucking perfect right now.
Now, I want to show you something. I'm a little ways into this, so I can...
If a rainy day leaves you needing
There's like right here.
Easy Financial is here to help.
There is sort of a fucking scar there, and you can't even deny it. Look at that. So you're a dumb fucking cunt. But I never got to tell the story, so you took your selfish advantage and tried to accuse... I don't believe he's that type anyway. And I think we're family. And it's like major fuck you.
I've been clocking him for about 3 weeks. Every day he puts out videos trying to get people to go out with guns and confront federal agents.
I did all that to go to school, to get better hours working at the hospital if I got the job at the hospital. You never gave me fucking better hours, and it's more than the job that anyone could ever fucking dreamt of. And still these slavery fucking hours, with all these dumb fucking long-haired bitches that just gossip and make up shit. They're make-believing all the fucking time. And then they're trying to sue you on a make-believe.
If you are, it's time to suit up. Boots on the
Pretty
ground.
fucking desperate.
26th. My house is 4 blocks away. Anywhere between Franklin.
You promised me that you wouldn't block me from social life, but you did.
Ready to go.
I have to own a fucking motorhome to hang out with my cousin Courtney.
We're not talking about having polite conversations.
That's not her choice. You're threatening her. And she's saying it too. That fucking labor laws and everything is fucking always emailing her and threatening her. To not, it's like every time that she goes to hang out with me, somebody fucking rammed in the back of her vehicle and sent her fucking flying.
Listen, he wanted to march on a federal detainment center with guns. He was trying to get everybody to go gun up and march on a federal detainment center with guns, you guys. With guns, yeah.
Employment standards, labor laws, truth in litful.
But welcome to America 2026, where
It's all their fucking fault. It's all your fucking fault.
Literal fucking Nazi gunmen that are killing innocent people in the street with impunity.